Hooray, we're finally back. Vlogging at 12:18 to make grilled cheeses on stream. Hooray, there's nobody here. Okay. Give that a few minutes. Got two people here. Evan's here. It's cheese time. You are correct. I'm assembling the cheese right now. I'm also all alone because it's quarantine. So, yep. Today's not going to be in, like, vanilla grilled cheese. Excuse me. I just trained for 4.5 hours. My throat's a little fucked. It's not going to be a vanilla grilled cheese per se, because I'm going to be using a special ingredient. Frank, what's up? That's actually not very much left. I thought there was more than that. What the hell are we keeping in this fridge? What? They just left today. How is it this fucked up? Mozzarella. Should I do like 3 cheese? I want Swiss. There's not much left. That, I don't even know what this is. I think that's cheddar. I got no idea. I will not make a vanilla flavored grilled cheese. That just doesn't sound right. Okay, there's a lot more cheese. Look at this fucking, we got cheese for years down here. Gouda? Gouda? I think. No, it's not Gouda. It's Munster. That'd be good on a grilled cheese? I don't know. Never had it before. Let's do a big old heckin' sniff of this. It smells like cheese, alright. What the heck? For some reason, a bunch of filters just popped up. They all look like shit. Yeah, here's my refrigerator. It's pretty good. And this is the freezer where I keep the frozen shrimp and my chicken nuggets. And can't forget this coffee creamer. This shit's delicious. If you have coffee with anything other than this, I don't know what y'all doing. Alright, hey Jay, how's it going? Alright, so I've got that stuff. The onion dip is in there, but I'm not going to use that for the grilled cheese. How do I... Whoa. You know, let's close this before I break the fridge. What's this? This one doesn't have a label. Oh wait, yeah it does. Oh, this is the Gouda. I'm just curious. You know, I'm just gonna... How many cheeses can we put on this grilled cheese? It all smells like cheese. I don't know what I'm expecting. Okay. So we got Swiss, we got Gouda, we got Swiss, no, we got American, we got Swiss, we got Gouda, and we got Munster. And I don't know which ones are going to be good on this, but we're going to try and see what happens. I don't know. Here we go, we got the pan, the trusty pan, that I almost hit myself in the face with. But alas, we are not in a Looney Tunes cartoon. So that's not going to be a thing happening right now. Boop. Oh yeah, they have the best coffee creamer. Get a nice little spritz in there, so nothing sticks to the pan. It's all spritzed up. Now, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to cut this cheese. Haha. And we're going to see how it ends up. I mean, I don't got to cut this one, obviously. This is going to be weird. But we'll see. It is a non-stick pan, yeah, and it's a very, very good one. Dude, I don't have any cameraman today. This sucks. I'm going to need to do all of this one-handed or find a way to prop the camera up so it can still see what I'm doing. It's just going to take me a lot longer than normal. But the reason there hasn't been a grilled cheese stream in a very long time is basically I don't live alone, So I can't make grilled cheeses and stream in the middle of the night when everyone's sleeping and has work in the morning. I mean, I can, but that would make me something I call an asshole. And I don't want to be that. So, now that they have gone, the Dylan will play. Okay. So for good grilled cheese, if you don't know already, you gotta butter both sides of the bread. So that way, it'll melt and get all buttery. This is not very good bread though, so it kind of falls apart really easily. But it might be good for this, who knows? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's a good camera angle right there. Ideally, I would have liked to have more butter on this, but I don't have a ton of butter left. So, I guess we're gonna have to pick and choose a little bit. This is real hard with one hand. You can kind of see that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the stuff. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So now that both sides of that have been covered, that means we can move on to the other part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm not going to start this yet because I don't want to. Face down. You've activated my cheese card. This channel? This channel's always been nonsensical bullshit. This is the second channel, my guy. Okay. So now we're going to take some cheese. And this is going to be like the cheese de resistance. Yeah, no, see, the second channel is where I do the dumb shit. The main channel, why is it... You ever, like, unzip a Ziploc and both ways it's still closed? Isn't that cool? Real cool. Okay. Just one piece of cheese. I don't need more than one piece of American cheese because we're going to be going ham on this tonight. That looks like more than one piece. I don't want to wrestle with you tonight, America. That's fucking right. Okay. There's one piece of American cheese. You can now retire to the fridge. American cheese is the best kind of grilled cheese. Just throwing that out there, because it's got a stronger taste than most cheddar. There we go, back in the box. Next up, I'm going to cut this Swiss into some kind of pieces so I can put it on the grilled cheese. Okay? For this, I'm definitely going to need two hands. So I'm going to try and prop that like that. No, that's probably not going to be good. Okay, I mean, technically that could work. Even more so, what if I do this? Hold on. Oh shit, look at that. I've got a nice little... That's going to fall. Nope. Okay, cool. Thank God for pop sockets. So here's what's left of our Swiss cheese. And I'm going to cut this into a little bit thinner pieces. That way I can put it on the grilled cheese and hopefully it'll melt. So if it's too thick, it ain't going to melt. Alright, so there's one little sheet. I want to do at least two of those because it's kind of small. Oops. So I hope all of this will melt, because if it doesn't, it's kind of a wasted opportunity. But alright, so there we go. It's not a ton. You know what? I'm going to do one more. This doesn't seem like a lot. Okay. That should probably be good. So now we've got our Swiss, and we're going to take the Swiss. Well, this is going to be the biggest brain grilled cheese you've ever seen. All right, so Swiss. Oh, we can make it look like a little heart. Wait, ready? the Swiss Heart grilled cheese. But that's not really moving it around very well. So I'm gonna look there, there, there. I'm gonna go with that, I guess. The Swiss is now on the grilled cheese. This is getting exciting, isn't it? I'm also gonna put this bread away because I don't want to forget to do that. This isn't ASMR. You know, I don't have any special guests tonight, but I do have at least one person I can talk to through this. For one thing, I mean, all of you. But also, hey Alexa, do you like grilled cheese?
I don't have an opinion on that.
You fucking loser. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. So you gotta be nice to those things, because eventually when the robots take over, they're gonna remember everything you said to them. Just saying. So I'm gonna have like a quick... This is almost... I'm really putting this much Swiss cheese back in the bucket. I might as well just put this on the fucking grilled cheese. Let's go! Hope you enjoyed my finger right there. I'm just saying, if you don't like grilled cheese, you're objectively wrong. Whoa! The unsalted butter has assaulted me. Oh, actually, it is salted butter, so it can assault me. That's my bad. Oh, nice. Okay. I guess that's where the stash is. Up there with the lime juice. Yeah, no, we're putting more. Don't worry. Alright, guys, should we do the Munster or the Gouda first? Draw bits, please. Don't do that. I need my prints to myself. No, we're doing both. It's just which one first. Gouda first? I'm seeing Gouda, so I'm going to do Gouda first. Gouda. Okay. So here's the Gouda. This will work a second time. It definitely does. I am a genius. Okay, get some slices of this here. And hopefully, what does this even taste like? Pretty good actually. Okay. We're not gonna use a ton of, like, because I don't want to fuck my stomach up super bad, so I'm not gonna do a ton of all of this cheese. Just gonna have a couple little pieces to like accent the rest of the grilled cheese. All right. So there we go. We got. Well, that was wrong. You don't want to see that. All right. So I thought you did Sonic not make grilled cheese. Well, you thought wrong. Because this is not my first. Did people not check what channel this is on? People just didn't look. So there's the Gouda lined up. So then we're gonna get this Gouda put away, so it's nice and clean. And I have never had Munster cheese before. I have no idea what Munster cheese even is. I just know that it's a pun I can use when I say monster, or when I'm going to say monster and it's cheese related. So that's the extent of how I think about things. Here's the Munster. Do you eat the side part too? Looks like it's got like a little skin on it or something. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Just gonna take 2 of that because I don't need a ton. You're in there in spirit with your quesadillas. Dude, I wish I had some stuff to make some quesadillas. And then finally, I can already tell you some of this is not going to melt. But if it does, this is going to be fucking cool. Alright. So now, the other piece of bread. Put this right there. That back in there. And now, for the fun part. Now we wait. The American cheese will most definitely melt. You can sleep all you want, but you can't stop grilled cheese. Exactly. This is grilled cheese hours. Who up? One sec. Putting away the Gouda and the Munster. Don't want it to stay out too long. What did I do? I clicked the fucking useless Bic on my phone. That thing is like, why even have that? I don't think I've used it one time. And even when I do, I click it, it's an accident. Sorry, Bixby. Didn't mean it. Yeah, Android. It's basically Android's version of Siri, I think. But it's not like anywhere near as good. Oh, it looks purple on camera. That's kind of cool. It's fine, Maxie. It was fun. I mean, it's just at that point, I was fucking so drained that I felt bad that I wasn't giving the improv thing that you were probably expecting. But if you were there for the previous 2 improvs, they were both really good. I mean, you were there for Meta Night, right? Yo, what's up? Okay, so this is going to take a bit to actually start heating up the other side. I'm really curious. There's a lot of cheese in there. I don't know if it's actually going to... I feel like the they're not blocks of cheese, but the shreds or the... What do you want to call it? The slices, the bigger slices, I don't think those are going to melt. But we can hope. And I can't hold my phone much closer to that because it's going to melt my phone. I don't want that to happen. I do have insurance, but, like, I don't want to use it. Well, I hear it's sizzling down there. I don't think you can, but... It's going to be great. Oh, boy. What a night. I had a really good stream, honestly. It's a lot of fun. I started playing a fan game that I heard about years ago and never played. And now I'm playing it, and it's super fun. And it's not a Sonic fan game for anyone else. It's like a Mario RPG fan game, and it's fucking incredible. Let's see. What do we got going on here? You can probably hear that now. It's sizzling. I don't think it's even close to doing anything on this side. Yeah, it's not. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Dude, that all melts. It's like a 4-cheese grilled cheese because it's American, Swiss, Munster, and Gouda. I'll never go to the bathroom again. Oh, I just thought chat wasn't moving. Because I must have, scrolled a little bit, and then it just stopped moving. So I thought we were just sitting here, and I was like, okay, what do I talk about? Nintendo shut down the Mario 64 port down. No, they're threatening legal action, but I don't think they can shut the entire thing down entirely. Because what they're doing is they're not providing you... they're not providing you the means to play the game. They're providing the source code. So you still need to provide almost everything, ROM related and all that shit before it'll actually work. So, downloads you've seen that have worked, as a game, they've already been built with those things. The people who are making it, I don't think are at fault. So I think they're probably fine, but, I mean, it is Nintendo and their lawyers are probably a lot better than most other people's. So maybe it's fine, maybe it's not. No, I would love to have Tyler, Jack, and Andrew here, but it's just not gonna happen right now. What did you name the sandwich, and is it a boy or a girl? I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna name it. That's just fucking cruel. I'm not gonna be like that one SpongeBob episode where he names the Krabby Patty and he has like an affair with it. Oh, that's done on that side. Oh no! Emergency! Okay, please. Please stay with me. Stay with me, cheese. Okay. It's been as saved as it's going to be. Doesn't look quite as pretty, but we have reconstructed it. This channel is Cheese Kingdom. Oh, fuck. I don't want 4 channels. 3 is already too much. Okay, I think some stuff is melting in there because, like, I see a lot of, like, goo. So this could be good. I just gotta watch out because this next side's gonna go really quickly. It's already done. Okay. Now I just gotta turn it down a ton. See, like, if you're not careful, the second side goes really fast. See that? Like, it's already pretty much done. I'm going to wait for this to cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to put it back there so the other side can cook a little bit more, and then hopefully it'll melt more of the cheese inside. All grilled cheese is equal in your eyes, except the superior ones. Drawbits, where do you stand on putting other things on a grilled cheese, like meat? If you put ham or bologna on a grilled cheese, for example, would you then call it not a grilled cheese? I don't know if I'm doing a stream tomorrow. I don't have any goldfish. Let's do a quick, I don't know, pantry reveal. Oh, shit. Yeah. I didn't know we had those. Here's a very good type of Pop-Tart. The cookies and cream. Oh boy, that's very good. Peanut butter, creamy, the way nature intended. Peanut butter, chunky, the way that nature didn't intend. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Oh yeah. What the fuck? There's 2 Oreos and a fucking Oreo shard in there. Who did that? Also, these are really good. I've never seen them before quarantine started, but they're garlic parmesan pretzel chips. They're delicious. Fine, I'll eat them later. Okay, I probably calmed down a little bit. Can get a little bit more melt on over here. Oh, it's making squishing noises. That's a good sign. Look at this. Some cheese coming through the top, but I think that's the American. Squishing it like this helps a little bit sometimes. Okay, I think it's as good as it's gonna be. So now, take the knife. Actually, we use the knife for a second. Okay. So you take the sandwich, put the sandwich on the plate, put the spatula in the sink, which I will take care of tomorrow morning or at 12 o'clock when I wake up. So I have no self-control. Put that there. It will wait. Put the Pam away. I'll also figure out that later. Now it's time. Jack's here for the cut. Oh god, here we go. I wonder if it all melted in there. Alright, here we go. Diagonal or straight? What do you think? Triangles or two halves? Diagonal. Okay. And here we go. Jack, I don't know if you were here, but I put this 4 cheeses in this. Oh, it all melted. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good one. This is going to be impossible to eat. Oh, it's perfect. The crowd goes wild. Yeah. Hold on. Watch the bite. The bite's gonna be, this is gonna be the thing. Mm. Oh, that's something. Oh, that is something. Mm. Cheese doesn't give you diabetes. Oh my god, look. It's called... Oh, jeez. Mm. That's awesome. You couldn't eat it? Why? It's just a 4-cheese grilled cheese. Mm. I don't think you know what diabetes is, Carly. If that is your real name. I mean, the movie can be over. I could eat this and I could leave. Or we could keep talking. Whatever you want to do. I'm fine with either. Hmm. If you got any questions, good to answer questions. While I munch. Oh, really? Jaden, do you have questions? What are your questions, my son? That's not a question! How does it feel to be asked that question? I assume you're talking not about what Jaded said, because it was posted at the same time. But your question, I mean, feels alright. I'm feeling good. Real good. You named the sandwich Brunt. Anime, yes. Right now I'm watching... I watched My Hero Academia until the... I watched dubs because I like doing 2 things at once. I like playing a game and watching at the same time. So I watched everything in English they had. I don't know when it's coming back or when the dub continues. I'm not sure of the schedule. I saw this other show. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like... It's on Funimation. It's called like Glepnir or something. It's this weird fucking show about a guy that can turn into like a weird like monster costume, and then like someone like pilots the costume like it's a Gundam or a like an Eva suit or something. It's so weird. I also recently watched Dr. Stone, but that's not back for season 2 yet. But I'm really hoping that's soon. But I mean, it won't be because of the quarantine. That show's amazing. If you haven't watched Dr. Stone, watch Dr. Stone. It's on Funimation. I've never used pepper jack cheese, no. I will never become bald Dylan unless my genes dictate it. And none of my grandparents are bald, so I don't think it ever will. Who's better, Sonic or Tails? Sonic. Sorry, I was going to say Tails is not even close. Why is the sky blue? Because the water reflects it. Your friends are watching Glepnir and you're unsure if you want... Listen, it's really, really weird. It's very strange, and I don't know if I like it yet. I've only watched 1 episode. But it's interesting enough that I want to see the 2nd episode. Or maybe I saw 2 episodes, I don't remember. But it's interesting enough that I want to see a little bit of what comes next. Then, because I don't think it's a great show. I think it's really weird. I don't think it's written very well, and it feels very cheesy. And strange, but it's something. Oh, jeez. Do I have a question? Not really. I'm just kind of one with the world right now. Dude, I have seen like an episode of the Eric Andre show, but I want to watch more of it because I really like the humor. And Nitro Red, if you know that channel. Excuse me. He last 2 April Fool's Days, he's done a parody of the Eric Andre show for his April Fool's Day episode. Yeah, you missed the grilled cheese. It's already here. It was a walk, though. It was quite the walk. But he did a parody of the Eric Andre show 2 years in a row now, and it's really funny. Whoa. Do I like to play games that are unpopular from time to time? On the channel or just in general? Because it really... I mean, on the channel, I only really do... I don't know what I'm doing with the channel right now. It's weird. I'm in a weird deciding what I want to do specifically mode. I think I want to do more of the scripted stuff and then the rewrites, because that just seems to be fun and people like them. But on Twitch, I mean, I play plenty of things that people don't care about, so... I do know Eric Andre's on Hulu. I don't have Hulu. That's my problem. I like hamburgers more. Ever since I had my surgery a couple years ago, where I can't really eat a ton of some sausages and hot dogs have casings on them, skin casings, and I can't eat those anymore. But not all of them, so I just don't eat them because I don't know which ones are which. So I like burgers more, but I also kind of already did. I wish you liked Persona, first-person Persona dungeon crawler, so I could get you to play SMT games. I don't have the time or desire to play through the entire SMT series. Persona, that took fucking forever. Like, I finally am back at Persona 5, and it took me like 6 months to get here. I just haven't kept playing. It's so much game, Maxie. It's so much. Just like how this is so much cheese. Genesis or SNES? A, you own Sega and re-release Sonic 3, but Sonic Team creates bad games, or B, you get $1 million, but you have to listen to Peanut Butter Jelly Time for 24 hours. I'll take the money. Not played Streets of Rage. Not a console guy. I have not watched JoJo, but I do want to at some point. Right, all grilled cheeses are valid. You can do a rain check on Roblox horror games. can sort of see that, Drawbit. Okay, when you say the entire series of Pokemon, do you mean every single anime? Because that's a lot of episodes. It's not like One Piece, a lot of episodes, but that's a lot. They're all on Disney now, right? I think. I played a Siren Head game in, what's it called? Rec Room VR. Some people I met there took me to a game, and they were like, hey, you know Siren Head? And I was like, no. And they're like, okay. So they took me there, and I was like, what do I do? And they were like, oh, just walk around. So I did, and then it was behind me, and I was like, oh. So I kept walking, and it didn't catch up to me, and I lost it, and then I kept walking, and nothing happened. So when I saw it again, I let it kill me because I was bored. Sonic 1 rewritten? Not likely. Really, Maxie? I'll look on that, maybe. I'm not interested in Streets of Rage. Yeah, exactly, Drawbits, because you didn't say I would have to do that and nothing else. You basically just said I put Peanut Butter Jelly Time on in the background, and I do whatever the fuck I'd normally be doing for a day, and then I get like $1 million or whatever. That's so good. I'm not sure what Streets of Rage is, but if it's like a brawler or anything, I don't care. I just don't like those kind of games. Oops. Yeah, Maxi. It's there's a lot of choose. It's a safe bet that if it's anything like Persona Q, I'm probably not going to enjoy it because the gameplay is what I care about most. Well, I mean, I guess the story is what I wanted to play it for, but I'm trying to figure out if this is a lot of cheese or not. I feel like it's not. I mean, I had one American piece, and then like when you eat cheese slices like at a party, they easily put like a shit ton of those little slices on the plate, and people just go at it. So I feel like this isn't even a lot of cheese. It is good though. Oh. Yeah, Persona Q is like the Etrian Odyssey games. Not a fan. I've played that too, and it was not having fun. Yeah, I might like the story, Maxi, but I will not like the gameplay. Alright, see you later, Drawbits. Have a good night. Don't say that. But grilled cheese is done, so I might head out as well. Unless there's anything else people want to hear me talk about. I do play Animal Crossing, yeah. Not very often though these days. I feel sort of bad. Like I feel like this is the least amount of time I've spent with an Animal Crossing game ever. And it's weird because there's so much shit to do. I just don't want to do any of it. Like all of the new customization options are great for the people that like customizing and like finding great ideas for their islands. I just don't have those ideas. I've never been a designer like that. So I kind of got screwed. I mean, I didn't get screwed. I kind of screwed myself on that front by just not being an artsy type person like that. So I'm kind of just picking it up every so often. I played the turnip market the other day. And I was like, I made a lot of money. I can pay off my last 2 debts. Eventually, I'll get to the 3-star island, and then I'll get the KK concert, and KK Slider will come, and I'll pretty much going to be the end of the game for me. I don't know. I mean, I'll keep checking in every so often, but I don't know. It's weird. It feels like a new Animal Crossing game, which is cool, but it also feels like less, and I don't know why. I don't time travel in Animal Crossing. If you do, you're a coward. And by that I mean I'm just kidding. I don't care what you do. It really doesn't matter. I mean, if you want the game to last even less time than I experienced, then go for it. But, like, that's not how it's supposed to be played. You're supposed to play it real time because that's just how it works. If you time travel, it's not the same game. It's not the case for, like, speedrunners or anything, though. If you're, like, a speedrunner, it's like, whatever. I wonder if people speedrun Animal Crossing New Horizons yet? It'd be kind of cool. I need hot chocolate. Coffee, which I will not be drinking at 1 a.m. Too much coffee. Oh, hot chocolate. Oh yeah, people speedrun Animal Crossing. I don't know about New Horizons, though. I feel like there's still probably too much... I did not clean that up, brother. There's probably too much uncertainty still. That's right, I'm here alone, so I have to put away my own dishes. Right. Here's my favorite coffee mug. It's the TARDIS from Doctor Who. Here's my other favorite mug, Bill. My dad bought it for me for Christmas. He bought merch from my own store. And he was like, you know... he was like, did you know that someone bought a mug? And I was like, no. And he's like, don't you check? And I'm like, no. Because no one ever buys my shit. I don't like how the chat disappears in this. I wish it would just stay up. I didn't think speedrunning an Animal Crossing game was possible. Oh, of course it is. I'm pretty sure in the original Animal Crossing, the most common thing for people to do is obviously they time travel. It's like the speedrun is all debts usually. I don't know if there are any other speedruns that people do. If they are, like imagine all museums. That'd be fucking nuts. That'd take forever. But people will do all debt speedruns. You can find it for the GameCube one. And it's basically they time travel and sell things. And I think they also do the thing where in the GameCube version there are actually cheat codes built into the game. So if you tell Tom Nook a certain phrase, you can get shit from him. So like you can get this thing called like an autumn medal, and it's worth a lot of money, and then you get a bunch of those and you sell them and you pay off the debts, and I think that's the whole speedrun. So it's nothing like, you know, glitches and shit, I don't think. I don't know if there are any other ones though. I love the Doom Guy and Isabel memes. I think they're funny. I've seen a lot of great ones. Yeah, but Jay, if you're curious, definitely look up Animal Crossing GameCube speedrun. It's kind of amazing to watch. Though I don't like watching non-commentated speedruns, so I'm not sure if you can find those easily. Like, when I watch speedruns, it's usually... Okay, this is really weird. Mario 64 is my favorite Mario game. But I don't really love watching people speedrun it. Just because I feel like I've seen a lot of it. But Mario Sunshine, I don't... So it was really loud. Mario Sunshine, I don't like that much. But, like, I love watching people speedrun it because the techniques and everything are so cool. Maxie, I don't actually remember the Persona 3 speedrun. Did you show me that? I watched okay, I didn't watch it, but I saw a 16-hour Persona 5 speedrun once. And again, I did not watch it, but I did skim through it, and the guy just sits down for 16 hours and plays Persona 5. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, imagine trying to practice that. Like, that would never be at a GDQ or anything. Like, you're pretty much just going for the world record. Which, I mean, is totally fine, but... that seems like a waste. Like, I play something that gets a GDQ. Like, that'd be so cool, you know? I'd go to a GDQ, but watching speedruns from the comfort of my house. There's no real reason to go there and watch people do it live, aside from maybe the hype. 15 hours for Persona 3 FES on hard mode. Disgusting. I love that game. I love the characters. I love the story. But I do not like a lot of things about the game. I know that's contradicting to what I just said, but it's a game that I love, but I also will probably never play again unless they make a remake, because it is too frustrating. I can't. Red Hot Sonic's Discord server is the funniest shit I've ever seen. That dude is awesome. He is so cool. He's so funny. And his Discord has a lot of great people in it. But occasionally, I'll just see some really weird fucking messages popping up in my phone. I don't even know what this means. It's just, this message just says, my friendpa owns hungry herpes. What the fuck does that mean? I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. I saw something else earlier today too, and I don't know if it's the same guy or if he's just... I have no idea. But jeez. I don't see shit like that in my Discord server. And I'm not saying there's any reason for it, but it's just the different people, I guess. Sonic Generations 2. That's called Sonic Forces, and it's not great. That always gets me down, because, like, ever since Generations, I was like, just do this again without Classic Sonic, and it's perfect. And they did it again with Classic Sonic, and it wasn't perfect. After Lost World, that's all I wanted. I just wanted more Generations. But then they were like, you know, we're just gonna make this, and then it was, bleh. And then we were like, okay, now we're gonna lie to you about who's making the game, and then we're gonna make this, and it's Sonic Forces, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why? I mean, that's debatable. Fish Frito, whatever your name is. Yeah, it's not great, it's not bad, but that's sometimes worse than being great or bad. If something's mediocre, it's like, why? Like, why did it have to be this way? Like, it's not bad enough to obsess over. I mean, people do, but not in my book, really. Like, I don't think it's bad enough to obsess over, and it's not good enough to obsess over. It's just there. The 3D Classic Sonic game? A lot of people would be very upset about that. All right, Carly, that's enough. If you are here for attention, please leave. You're not getting the attention you desire here. You are getting negative attention. Please do not do that. Mediocre. Dude, you know, Keurig hot chocolate's not very good. I just wanted something hot to, like, wash down all the cheese so my intestines don't explode. They would be upset because some people don't like Classic Sonic. Some people think that they rely too much on Classic Sonic, which they do. Because 90% of the marketing these days is for Classic Sonic. All of the cameos Sonic has is Classic Sonic. Like, think about Monkey Ball. They put Classic Sonic in that game, not Modern Sonic. the Twitter leans a lot on Classic Sonic. And they put Classic Sonic in all the modern Sonic games now. So people are not happy about that. I personally like both. It's hard to say what I like more. I really like the adventure games a lot, which could technically be 3D Classic Sonic games. But I mean, sort of. Like, if you think about it, like, they're momentum based, and it's like this weird period between classic and modern. It's more like, I feel like there are 3 eras, sort of like generations described. But people who have made 3D classic Sonic fan games like Sonic Utopia and stuff, that could just as easily, I mean, like, just because it doesn't have a boost doesn't really say to me that it's a classic Sonic game. Because Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 do not have the boost. Sonic Heroes doesn't have the boost. Those aren't classic Sonic games. It's just Sonic in 3D. I think the definition of classic Sonic to me is a 2D momentum-based game. So if you put that in 3D, I don't think it's classic Sonic anymore. Maxie, people complained about the parkour formula because they didn't use it very much in the game and it didn't work very well. Much like most of Lost World. I've got low battery. I might have to dip soon. My phone's taking a beating. I have heard of 2020. Okay, I thought you meant the fan game. That was a whole nother can of worms because people are like, it's the best thing ever made, and I was like, I watched Dave stream it that one time, and I just do not think so. It's the first level looks pretty good. Then everything after that is like kind of yikes a little bit. But Sonic 2020, like the real Sonic 2020, I really don't know. I don't think there's gonna be a game this year, even if there was planned to be. And that's either going to be because they need more time to finish it, because it's not going to be ready, or it's because of quarantine. I don't know if they ever planned to release it in 2020, or if this was just like a name that they were giving it because it's the 30th anniversary, but it's just got it. Things are weird right now. I have seen terminal montages Sonic Animation, yes. I love that guy. I follow his channel. I actually support him on Patreon. He has made some of my favorite videos on this website. The Super Smash Bros. World of Light thing that he did is my absolute favorite video on all of YouTube. Like, Maxie, I think Sonic 1 versus Sonic Lost World, like, quality levels, I think that's a really, really big difference. Because Sonic Lost World came at a point where it just had a really good game, and then they switched it up for no reason. And plus, it was already an established series with very high and very low points. So throwing one Sonic game out, Sonic 1, and having people go, yeah, this is pretty good, but it could be better, is not the same to me as putting out Lost World and people going, I don't like this. Why did you do this? Because people know at this point what they want from Sonic. And that really wasn't for a lot of people, including myself. Low battery, I know. But I feel like that's not a thing because they didn't expand upon it after. It's not like, hey, Sonic 1 was great, but not amazing. Which I actually like Sonic 1 a lot. But, then they put Sonic 2 out. It's like they put out Lost World and they went, okay, never mind. I feel like people didn't like Sonic Mania because of the classic influence. I don't think anyone understands Sega. All right, see you later, Samuel. No, Maxie, everyone knows what they want from Sonic, but the problem is no one agrees, as we are doing right now, clearly. Like, that is the truest thing that's ever come out of my mouth. No one can agree on anything, but we all want something. Someone might want adventure gameplay, but only the treasure hunting stages. And who else is going to say that? Like, literally no one. Like, there's someone out there that wants literally every combination of things that you don't want, and vice versa. And Sega, if they do listen, they are probably very confused. But that still doesn't change the fact that they don't put 100% into the games 90% of the time. Because, like, Forces definitely had something going for it, but that whole thing is true. They spent 4 years on a lighting engine and not on the game itself. I feel like that's a serious time, like, management problem. I mean, who am I to say that? Because I'm terrible at managing my own time. But, like, I get things done and things are okay. You know, like, I don't hate the product that much anyway. That grilled cheese, that was actually very good. There have always been two Sonics. Sega's trying to say the whole thing now where it's, like, different dimensions. But, like, I still firmly believe that that was a fuck up in the translation or something. Because that doesn't make sense. And again, if that is what they're going for now, and they decide to just drop that there, that's terrible storytelling because they react to the Sonic, the classic Sonic in Forces, like they know him, and he reacts like he knows them. And if you just drop, hey, you're from another dimension, when he was just from the past, and then you have to tell people or just let people guess, oh, there was a timeline split, so he is from a different dimension. That doesn't work like that. You can't just pretend that that's a thing and not say it, because then it's not canon. But people will like preach to you that it's canon. But I don't think a lot of people understand how stuff like that works, like story works. Like, that's the equivalent of having, like, that's basically a headcanon. That's a headcanon that people just accept as fact because they didn't tell the story right. I don't know. And this is not me saying, like, hey, I know what to do. Listen to me. This is me saying I don't think that's very good storytelling. And of course, people can disagree with that, but I just don't think that's right. Like, Forces could have been a lot worse, but saying that about things is settling, and I don't like settling for things. Like, anyone who says it could have been Sonic 06 again, sure, yeah, it could have been. But when you say that, that's giving people a pass. If you're like, you know, this isn't amazing, but it's okay and it could be worse, then, like, who's to say that they're not like, okay, good, we did it again. We can get away with that again now. Like, you know? Just 1 a.m. hot chocolate thoughts, you know? Yeah, Maxi, but the thing about that is they didn't say that, so they can't. Like, people are like, oh, Mania doesn't take place in the modern timeline. Well, why not? What do you mean? Of course it could. We don't know what happened after Sonic 3 in between Sonic 3 and Sonic Adventure. Those are things that we have not seen, so it's almost like Dragon Ball Super. The end of the Buu arc happened, the Buu saga. 5 years passed, and then we're at the World Peace Martial Arts Tournament 5 years later, and that's where Dragon Ball Z ends. Super comes in and goes, hey, we're going to elaborate on what happens through all of that. And we get, you get Beerus in the Battle of the Gods, you get Goku Black, you get the World, not the World, you get the Universe 7/8 tournament, you get the Tournament of Power, you get all sorts of shit. And people are like, you know, you can't just be like, oh, well, that didn't happen in the real timeline. Because, like, it happened. You know, like, Toriyama wrote it, so it's canon. Sonic 4 happened in the modern timeline, yeah. When I said Sonic 4 didn't happen in that video, that was a joke. Because, I mean, even in Sonic Generations, they use the music and stuff. I mean, that's not really a reference in my... That's not like a credible, like, hey, this is canon reference, but I'm, like, 90% sure that... Hey, I'm bleeding, cool. Well, I'm, like, 90% sure that Sega's not, like, ignoring that game. Because all in all, Sonic 4 is not the worst thing in the world. Like, it's got a lot of problems. The levels look nice. I think the music is fun when it's remixed a bit. Some songs are not very good. Sonic 4 Episode 2, my phone is going to die in like minutes. Sonic 4 Episode 2 is decent. I think that's pretty decent, but it's got a lot of issues that I don't like. And it stops me from enjoying it entirely. I would have liked to see what they do in Episode 3, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. And I think it's probably for good reason, because we can get more Mania stuff. I don't know about Sonic 4 happening before Adventure. I feel like Sonic 4 just happens somewhere in between Unleashed and Generations, or Colors and Generations. Sonic doesn't have a canon anymore. I feel like it just doesn't really exist, because a lot of the things in the canon that they built up don't matter anymore. Like, it's almost feels like each game is an isolated thing. Even in Forces, when I didn't even do this when I did the story, because I don't know why. I guess I didn't think of it, but like even things like Chaos appearing in Forces and being like, that's Chaos. They don't do anything about it. It's not like, is the Master Emerald okay? Why is he here? It's just like, that's Chaos because fan service. Like, you know. What was that other question? Does Mario have canon? Not really. I mean, there are games and there are references to those games, but I'd say Mario is even more of an isolated thing than Sonic is. Like, every single Mario game might as well be a different timeline. It doesn't matter, unless it's like the direct sequels, or we're talking about RPGs, because the RPGs definitely exist in their own separate timelines. Paper Mario did not happen in the main timeline. Paper Mario didn't happen in the Mario and Luigi timeline. Mario and Luigi didn't happen in any of those other timelines. There's no crossover between any of those things, unless you're talking about Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, where there is apparent that maybe they did happen, but like, I'm still not clear on that. I feel like it's not canon regardless, because I mean, Paper Mario comes out of a book and they're like, hey, we've been doing shit in this book for a while, and it's like, okay, well, maybe Paper Mario exists in the Mario and Luigi universe, and he's canon, and he's done all his shit, and it's not real, but it is real, because they all come out of the book and they're alive, and it's really, really weird. And that wasn't a very good game either, which is really sad. Oh man, I'm sad thinking about that game, but no, I really don't think Mario has canon. I think it's just like, there are games, there are references. It's not like Sonic, where the games have story and they call back to the stories occasionally, or nowadays where they have stories and they're really, really self-contained. Sonic's been 16 since Heroes. I don't know. I mean, yeah, canon worked differently back then, Maxie. You're right. Like the numbered sequels and like the adventure games and stuff, like those things definitely, and Heroes and Shadow, like up to 06, there was a lot of canon going on. And because then 06 was a soft reboot that didn't do anything and then canceled itself out. And then right after 06, they brought in Unleashed, which technically didn't. It was kind of, Unleashed felt pretty self-contained, like I just said. Because then there was no real, like, anything crazy from that. It was mostly Sonic, Tails, Chip, Amy, and Professor Pickle chilling out for a couple hours. Then we get the Colors, and it's again very self-contained. There's not really anything going on that connects to the bigger picture. Then Generations is an anniversary game, so it does connect to everything because it has to. And then after that, Lost World again is very self-contained. So like at some point they stopped caring about like canon. If they make an Adventure remake, I don't think it's going to be a reboot, because then they would have to do Sonic Adventure 2 again, which they probably would if it sold well. And then they could, I guess they could continue from there, but it'd be really weird. Like, that's my question with Crash Bandicoot right now, because, like, they did the Insane Trilogy again, and it's great. Do they make a Crash Bandicoot 4 to overwrite Wrath of Cortex, because not a lot of people like that. Like, I think it's okay. It's not like... I think it could be a lot better. I think there are way too many vehicle levels in it. But, like, do they make another one? I'm gonna plug my phone in. I'm gonna keep talking about dumb shit. But, like, do they make another one? Or do they make another one that's immediate? What I'm trying to say is, like, do they make another one immediately after Crash 3? And pretend like that doesn't happen, right? Crash 4 never happened, they make a new Crash 4. Or do they make a game now that takes place after everything? And that's the new, like, Crash, like, 8 or something. You know, like, that's the newest one. Like, what do you think? Like, I don't understand. I don't know what they're going to do. Because, like, it's anyone's guess, really? And whatever Activision says goes. The lighting there is terrible. Wow. 1, 2, and 3 Canon. Adventure 1, 2, yep. And the advances. Yeah, Black Knight and Secret Rings are canon to each other, but to nothing else. Like, people are trying to tell me lately that those are totally 100% canon games because Sonic references it in Generations. I guess you could play it that way. But, like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem super canon to me. I mean, I'm doing something with it in my Generations story, but yeah, we'll wait to see. I would play a Wrath of Cortex and Twinsanity remake as long as they fix things. Like, Twinsanity needs a lot of things fixed. I still think it's a fun game. I enjoy it. And it's really, really funny. So I'm happy about that. Wrath, they would have to do a lot to Wrath of Cortex, in my opinion, to justify, like, actually remaking it. Because if they remade it exactly as it was, I think people would be kind of mad. Yeah, Twinsanity with cut content would be amazing. What is this? Okay, I don't know. I sprinted down to the basement for this. I don't know if I have a lot more to say. Plus, it's late. You know, Twinsanity is great. It's just, it's missing a lot of things. It's got a lot of glitches. I don't think they're replacing Sonic's voice actor. The only thing I could see is them getting, like, a Ben Schwartz impersonator or something, but I don't think they're going to do that because they already have Roger, and it'd be really lame to just let him go like that, but I guess they've done that in the past. I don't think they'd be able to get Ben Schwartz to do the games, to be honest. I think it would it'd be too expensive. The entirety of the budget would go to Ben Schwartz, and then everything else would be like they'd make a game funding it by running a lemonade stand outside Sega headquarters. It's probably why Clancy Brown stopped voicing Cortex, probably because he got too expensive. It's like that guy, you know, I mean, he played to, you know, bring things back to Crash Bandicoot for a sec. Clancy Brown played Dr. Cortex for 2 and 3 and 4, I think. And then after that, I think it was Lex Lang, who yeah, no, after that it's Lex Lang. Yeah, it's interesting. I could somewhat see them trying to follow the movie in some way, like with the games. And if that's the case, we're getting like a hard reboot. I feel like but I feel like they're not going to do that too, because I feel like that'd be too bold of a move, even if they want to try to capitalize on the movie. And I don't know how the rights work with that, because they own Sonic, obviously, and they own the movie and stuff, and the logos on the movie, but it's Universal. Who made the movie? Universal? No, Paramount. Does Paramount own the story and characters? I have no idea. they probably, maybe it's like a 50-50 thing where they own the characters they made for the movie. I don't know. Could be interesting. Carly, you are not getting this, huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, Roger, I think he's a great voice. It's just a lot of the scripts aren't very good. Yeah, I mean, that's an adventure game, Dragon Fruit, pretty much. I mean, that's more than an adventure game, because sometimes the stories connect in adventure, and sometimes they don't. Or 06, for example, they kind of connect, but it doesn't really matter unless you're playing a Shadow or Silver. Because like when Sonic intersects with Silver or Shadow, it's mostly like I'm running right now. I'm going to get the princess, and then he leaves. You know, like that's his entire story arc in the game. But like Shadow and Silver's like, I gotta get to the past and save the world. Like, and Shadow's like, I'm mad, and but they do shit. Low battery. I know. I'm plugged in. We charging, boy. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up in like a minute now. Oh, Sonic Boom has great writing. It's just not the game, the movie, the show. But I don't know if the show would work for a game. I mean, okay, if the writers wrote an actual like Sonic story for the games, I think that'd be interesting because it'd be really funny and very meta. But I mean, as it is, Sonic Boom the show would not make a very good video game because it's basically that shit reminds me of Seinfeld. You know, like the whole like it's a show about nothing. It feels like a Seinfeld edition of Sonic the Hedgehog because they just fucking exist, and then some things happen. You know, like sometimes it's more extreme, but other times it's like, hey, Amy and Eggman are hanging out because they both like this show about a dog or something, and it's like, okay, cool. But you could do that with probably any characters in the world. You could make it Mickey Mouse and Pluto, and it would still work. Well, I mean, I guess they would have to talk. It'd be Mickey Mouse and Goofy or something. Or maybe Mickey Mouse and one of his little rivals, like Pete or something. I don't know. Or Minnie and Pete, if you want to, like, match character types up more. An Eggman and an Amy type. But it is great. It did not deserve to die after 3 seasons. But it's not like the same kind of Sonic content as like Sonic X is or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is. It's like was that the silly one or was that the whatever the more serious one is? I mean, I think it was just Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. But you know, it's a much different thing. Not a bad way, but you know, if Sega killed off Shadow, how would it be today? I feel like people would still be asking for him to come back and still talking about how he was the best character. I think even more people would like him than people do now because he died in such a way that like cemented him as a very good anti-hero slash just hero. I guess he was a hero at that point. He came back and he was more of an anti-hero. I really don't like what they did with him after he came back. I think I've seen so many amnesia plots and so many things. I think retroactively that made that worse. Plus, it's also worse because he comes back and Sonic's like, "Oh, you're alive." Then Shadow's like, "Yes." And that was the whole thing. Like, why? Like, he died saving the world and all of you, and he died on your watch. Don't you think he'd be like, I'm glad you're back. That's great. Like, I felt guilty for years that you died because of my inability to do anything about it. And, you know, instead it's just like, I'm going to fight you now. And he's like, okay. Sonic was supposed to be an anti-hero. Interesting. Get the IDW writers to make the game story. That's Ian Flynn and some other people. I think Evan Stanley is also writing some of them. Yes. Yes, do that. That would be amazing. Roger does fit Boom style of humor a lot. Boom Sonic is like a very like fucking disgusted and done person. I'm not sure why. But like he always has this like he reminds me always like almost of like a more comedic Shadow. Excuse me. Adventures was the stupid one. Okay. I always get those two confused because they have practically the same name. I think after the fan wanted Shadow back, fans wanted Shadow back, they didn't know what to do with the character. Clearly. I mean, they had an idea. They did something, and it's alright. Like, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but there are just some things here and there that are like, why'd you do that? Or, this is kind of weird, and oh, he's an alien now, and oh, he's gonna kill everybody. That's interesting. He's gonna kill everyone because his alien dad said to? Okay. What is he gonna do? Send him to his room? Hedgehog's dumb. Oh my god. Yep. I mean, I don't know. It's just such a weird mixed bag. Compared to Mario, he is an anti-hero. Sonic, I mean, Mario doesn't talk. This comparison doesn't make a ton of sense, but I feel like Sonic is the definition of cheesy Saturday morning cartoon hero. Because him, more than anything, his character these days is, we're friends and we're gonna win everything. Like, I feel like an anti-hero is not gonna do that. Like, an anti-hero is like Shadow, who's like, I can do this without you. And then later on, he's like, okay, maybe that wasn't the worst thing in the world that I had your help. Something like that. Like, more begrudging. Like, doesn't accept the protagonist's morals. He does things his own way. Which he definitely does, because he disappears for months and then shows up and kicks ass, I guess. But I don't even know if Shadow is really an anti-hero at this point. I feel like he's just a hero. In Forces, he did nothing but help when he was on screen for 20 seconds. And it wasn't like, I'm going to do it my way. It's like, hey, I found out everything. Well, he almost feels like a hero in his own story. Except for the fact that he beat the shit out of the Jackal Squad. And maybe killed them? I don't know. That's not elaborated on. Yeah, I don't know. I still wouldn't call him an anti-hero. I would just call him, like, he's a... Where'd you put this? I can't think of the word. He's I mean, obviously he's a competitor, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. He's not a foil, because he's not the opposite. He doesn't, like, play off of him. Shit, I don't know what I'm trying to say. He's... I don't know. I wouldn't call him an anti-hero, though. I feel like he's an anti-Mario, certainly, because Mario is really happy and jumpy and doesn't do a whole lot of speaking, and he's like... Not even anti-Mario, though, because Sonic is still very peppy and happy and friendly, and... They're a lot more alike than people really think, honestly. I don't know, man. I mean, Mario is a bigger name than Sonic, but I don't know if the movie's gonna do better. I'm more... Now that I think about it, I was very worried about the Sonic movie because of what the series is and how things disappoint people a lot. But the Mario movie, I have literally no idea what they would even do. I have no clue. Like, my answer would be adapt the RPGs, because you'd be stupid not to do that because their story's built in. But I feel like it's gonna end up being... It's a fully animated movie. So it could be a cool original story, but I feel like it's going to boil down to what we already know. It's like Mario and Luigi go to save the princess and Yoshi's there too. Or something. And Mario might talk, and if he does, Hollywood's going to push for an all-star cast, and it's going to be weird. Like, we're going to get fucking... what's the guy that was playing Shaggy? Will Forte. We're going to get fucking Will Forte as Mario or something. And it's just going to feel wrong. And Charles Martin is going to be sad. And I'll be sad. Seems like a good idea, right? This is not grilled cheese stream anymore, jeez. That was like 45 minutes ago. Well, what 2017 Switch games are you talking about, Max? See, like 1-2 Switch? I mean... No, that wasn't... Yeah, what games are you specifically talking about? Because there's a lot of sequels coming out. Well, Splatoon's getting that new demo with the Splatfest rerun. Breath of the Wild's getting a sequel, so there's plenty of buzz around that. Odyssey, people want more, or a Galaxy game. Like, people are talking about ARMS because of Smash. Yeah, I mean, I was still reading the messages up here, Maxie. Yeah, that too. The stream's behind. All right, I'm probably gonna dip out in like a minute, 2 minutes. I'm giving this till it says 125, not the time of day. I'm talking about the stream counter. So last couple anythings, unless something really gets me going, but I'm ready to get out of here. That's my thumb. That's pretty cool. I mean, if no one knows anything else, I'm just gonna dip now. It's because the aliens are in front of the sun. It's unfortunate, but it happens once a day. Steamed cheese. Catch your Adachi. That's a huge discussion. I personally... I had the Adachi twist ruined for me. So villain, honestly, he's despicable and he's an asshole just for the sake of it. And I kind of like that. He's not like bending to the will of like any other people that he knows of. I don't like Sonic CD very much. But Adachi, I do like him a lot as a character. As a villain, I think he's a little weird, but he also is cool because like I said, it's not like, hey, I'm working for the biggest bad guy around. He's just like, I'm really bored. People annoy me. They should be dead. You know, so like, that's what he does. And then he just fucks with you the entire game because he's playing big brain 4D chess. And then at the end, it's like, you're supposed to put all that knowledge together, which I think is a great idea. But I feel like since I had the twist ruined for me halfway through the game, I started looking at things and I'm like, well, where the hell is he? Where is his influence? And I didn't look at any of his like, oh, I can't believe that guy got away from the station, like, you know, walking by talking to himself moments as anything other than he's an idiot, even though I knew. But then, like, after I beat the game, I was like, oh, he's doing it because it's a game to him. And it's interesting because the perspective is always different. Akechi is very cut and dry. He basically lies to you for a lot of time. And then you find out he's trying to make his father proud who has never acknowledged him. And it's like, okay, I feel like I've heard that a lot before. And he's angry because of that and because he wants more for himself and he made this false persona for himself, no pun intended. And it works and I like it and he's a great character and I like him a lot and I want to see what they do with him in Royal. But I don't know. Like, I think Adachi, overall, I think I like him more as a villain more. Because then when it's like the reveal where like, oh, there are things other than Adachi, and it's like, fuck, he didn't even know that. Like, it's just shit that he didn't even understand. Like, I really, really liked that. Like, to the point where they possess his body after he's been defeated and just he turns into a gigantic eyeball monster. It's like, what the fuck? The thing took forever to make, beat too. And yeah, the grilled cheese is long over. It's been like 45 minutes, and I just kept talking because I talk a lot. Yeah, I think I will like him. I just gotta play it again. Alright, I'm gonna leave. Oh. Thanks for coming to grilled cheese and the previous stream. Altogether, I have streamed for, I think, 6 hours tonight. So I'm gonna not do any more. Don't know when I'm streaming next. Maybe Thursday or Friday. I don't really know. But if I don't stream then, there should be a video out Saturday. But Discord will keep you updated, obviously. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. And I will see you later. This will be uploaded. This is going to be under 2 hours, so the VOD should be up pretty quickly. But yeah, anyway. All right, have a good one.